Hello and welcome back. This is the Siberian here once again with another battle replay. This is a all-human replay, a 1v1. And there is a bit of a scenario going on with this one, actually. This is a Cossack rebellion. So we're both playing as Russia. I am the Imperial Russian force, so I have like regular line infantry with a small Cossack contingent. So I have 2 Cossack infantry and 2 Cossack cavalry, as well as some one of the cavalry. Yeah, a different type of Cossack. So these are the Don Cossacks rebelling, and they burned down some of my Siberian, or not Siberian, some of my Russian towns, probably along the Caspian Sea somewhere. So we'll say that's the Caspian. And now we have marched out and finally caught up to them. And they have taken the heights here along the ridge. Anyways, guys, that's just a little bit of a layout. I am taking control of these professional Russian army forces, and I think it's Brick Vape, something like that. Let me check on the Discord. I should get the credit right for it. This was his idea to play this battle. He is commanding the Cossack forces, though. Let's see. Come on, phone, load. You know how things go really slow when you're like actually trying to get them to work? Okay, here it is. Yeah, it's Brick Vapey, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it, but thank you for the idea and playing with me for this nice multiplayer battle. I didn't bring much cavalry, so I'm not doing much scouting. I'm just brute forcing my way forward. Got some Siberian line infantry. Not the greatest, but that's alright. Oh, there we're spotting some Cossack infantry. Cossack infantry isn't that great, although they can form square, so that's one advantage they have. There's some more along the ridge. They're anchoring their defense all the way on the Caspian Sea in the distance. Oh, that's cool with the guys marching. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this battle. Hit the like or subscribe if you aren't or haven't. If you want. I'm trying to say that at the beginning of the videos now, so that, because by the end I think people stop watching. Anyways, grab a drink, get some snacks. We're in for a good battle here. This is my first multiplayer battle with the latest release, version 1.0.0, the Great Northern War release. And just look at these hordes of Cossacks. All different kinds too. We'll run with them. Oh, that guy's floating. Oh, what a volley. Oh, and they get volleyed back into by my Cossacks. But my Cossacks do quickly break. That's just a lot of troops firing. I might have to tweak the bows, because it seems like they fall short of their intended target. But this is a good move by the Cossack forces, establishing cavalry dominance early on by identifying and destroying as much of my cav as they can, as quickly as they can. It's always a little dangerous fighting with cav near the border, because if they break, they can definitely easily break off the map without time to recover. This unit of my Cossacks did recover, and I was going to have it gather up, but then the rest of the Cossack horde chased them down. And they break once more. And now there's a large cavalry force in my rear. So I have to pay attention to that. Meanwhile, we look on the map, we're starting to get the front lines established. Where we have, you know, pretty even numbers of units facing each other. I might have a few more, but nothing crazy. I did manage to get these Cossacks lined up. Let's see if oh, they're trying to charge out of the smoke. Oh. And they are just plowing into that square. This is a danger to my troops. They're losing, but I think we have reduced enough of these guys that they break, which is very, very good. And now the first cavalry of mine that broke is back. Oh, and it looks like the front line is opening up. Let's do a journey along the line here. Ooh. Oh, that guy just got hit. The Cossacks are definitely not the most disciplined of soldiers, but they'll get the job done. I do have these hunters who are very good at skirmishing. Haven't taken a loss yet. And this one, oh, this one is getting hit hard. Oh, like that guy. Oh, and that guy. This unit here is taking lots of losses, already a third of its troops down. And now the rest of the line is engaging. Ooh, I just missed that, dang it. There is a lot of cavalry back here. And here they go, starting to move. And I was worried about this, so I was moving over my elite troops, the lifeguard. There's two different types. So those two can form square, which is a bonus for my guys. So I need all the help I can get, and then I moved up my other Cossacks. Here comes the enemy cav. Look at that horde of Cossacks. Ah! That was epic, oh my goodness. And now we have to pull back. My cavalry's going into the fray. What a chaotic mess. I did form square back here. I think they're on holding their fire, so this one should, the Siberians should fire. All my brothers, yes. To the hordes of cavalry, and I'm managed to pull back this unit to at least some safety next to the squares. So it could have been worse. All his units got hung up on one of my infantry units, which definitely got destroyed, and my cavalry got destroyed. Shattered. I don't even know if my infantry made it out. Oh, there it is. Only broken. I'm surprised. Thought it would be shattered, but they did manage a good charge here. Breaking that unit. But now my lifeguard square is firing. Returning fire to the enemy. Meanwhile, I've been slowly chipping away at this center section of the battlefield. I drove a wedge, I made this unit fall back, then moved up and made that unit fall back. Just trying to drive a wedge and divide his forces. Prevent them from... I think separately I can take them on one at a time. together they were a more dangerous force. So kind of divide and conquer. Here's my last recovered Cossack unit. Going over to help support. Oh, and we got some Cossacks charging. My lifeguards. We're gonna belatedly form square, or attempt to. They probably didn't even need to, as the Cossacks broke. But then there's these Cossack infantry moving forward. Oh, my extra headphones just fell on the ground. Whoops. So right now our superior infantry is just making the difference up right here, especially in the center, where we have pretty successfully split the Cossack forces now into two groups, one on this hill and one pocket over here, and we are able to get flanking fire on these guys and on these guys. And they are shaken because of it. They shook. Now there still is this light dragoon unit back here, which is a danger. These guys can volley from horseback and have a pretty devastating charge. And so I am a little bit concerned about that, because I think this one cannot form square. Only one of these could form square, I think. I know these guys can, the Cossacks. Oh, and here they come. Let's follow them. They fire a volley, go for the charge. Oh, I did manage to get units into square, and so they wisely call it off. The Hunters bravely moving forward. I think they're set to attack those guys, so they don't have a line of sight, so they're like, oh, we'll get there eventually. But so far, the day has been going for the Tsarist forces. That's me. With these Cossacks running to the relief of their fellows. Oh, what's this? I think these are my Cossacks? Think. And now there's these three. That one's breaking, but it should return. There's just three isolated Cossacks on this right flank. Still a decent amount. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's a cavalry charge, and it absolutely devastated this unit. Shattered them. That's what I'm talking about. They can very quickly destroy units. This one also broke, but is retreating the wrong way. And with that one blow, look at that. We're like not many horses lost, right? Maybe 30 if he hadn't lost any before. And that allowed these guys to rush forward. Broke two, shattered one unit, broke another. That was very, very devastating. Now, if these guys can get their volley off, looks like my guys actually reformed before these guys could get their volley off. We'll see which Cossack unit. Oh! They withdraw but take a volley to the back. This unit, the Schusselburg, did recover, but it is definitely depleted. And this unit, man, the MVP of the Cossack army so far. Their volley was a little early maybe, but it's hard to tell. Cossacks, I'm trying to form square. They're not really forming though in time. my general is nearby to provide support. So that is a helpful thing for me. And we managed to break the light dragoons. He broke my hunters, at least one unit of them, and definitely hurt this. Oh, and they belatedly break. That they held long enough to see off that light dragoon. And now the Cossacks are pulling back. And we have trapped 2 units by themselves here on the coastline of the Caspian Sea. Their doom awaits them. As we're gonna surround them. I'm not being too terribly aggressive on this side, just because I want to finish off these 2 units and then move all my reinforcements back over. But as it is, the tide of the battle has definitely turned in the favor of the regular Russian troops. The Tsarist forces, their superior discipline was able to make the difference here. And just superior drill. We just, I think, have better shots. Oh man, look at that cavalry massacre there. I want to see a nice volley, maybe? Yeah! My lifeguard of foot doing the Lord's work. It's funny, one of the actual historical Cossack revolts happened because they claimed that Peter the First, the ruler, the Tsar of Russia, was the Antichrist. No joke. That was the justification for rebelling against him. They said, oh, he's either the Antichrist or he's being deceived by his advisors to act like it, so we're gonna march on Moscow. And they like marched up the what's that river? Oh, I'm totally blanking on the name of the river that goes into the Black Sea. Anyways, they marched up that towards Moscow, but got defeated again. Alright, we have a small lull in the fighting as we have effectively destroyed this formation over here. Now my regular units are able to march over. Hunters only lost 2 guys. This one only lost 1. That's pretty good. I wonder how many they killed. Oh. He snuck his dragoons around, but they're so tired that there's not much chance that they'll be able to do much. Oh, and they break before my troops even volley. But the volley does drop about 4. And here is the last remnants of the Cossacks. The great re-peoples of Ukraine. Oh, taking a brutal volley. These hunters had run out of ammunition, so I sent them charging forward. And this is where it just about was done. Broken and broken. Chain route and the rest of the Cossacks Lee. Yeah, how would you pronounce that? I'm not sure. But anyways, the numbers were pretty close. I had about 100 more, barely less than 100 more troops. I did manage to wipe out a significant number more. Let's check out our top killers were the hunters, 300 and 200. They only lost 1 and 2 respectively. That is the most effective use I've ever had of hunters. I gotta say, I didn't expect them to do that well. The Kievsky did very well. One of the cities that the Cossacks burned down was Kiev, so they're getting revenge. My Cossacks killed a little bit more than they lost. Oh man, these ones took a bad beating. The Sibirsky did me proud. The Siberian represent. Smolensk. Anyways, we don't need to look at all these. A generally resounding victory, and the rebellion was quashed. Quite fun. Thank you for playing and suggesting this scenario. Oh man, brick. All right, brick. They, right? Because I, and then pie. Brick vey pie. I don't know, man. You can tell me. Give me a phonetic spelling as a comment how you would do it. There we go. Anyways, I will leave you guys with a cinematic outro. Thank you guys for watching this far. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see ya on the next video. Until then, have a great one. Goodbye.